The following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello. Welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, as of 10 o'clock this morning Pacific time, we're already at 20,000 new infections for today. And, of course, for the last 7 days, it's been averaging 645 to 65,000, 645,000, okay? New infections. That's just for the USA. Now, Mexico has spiked 60%, okay, and they ran up to number 2. They used to be number 3 in number of deaths. Now they're number 2 because they've been running up 60% increase, okay, in deaths. And then yesterday I reported this, but again, it's worth saying again. CDC came out with the 2020 figures. Heart disease was the number 1 killer of Americans. Number 2 killer was cancer. Number 3 was the COVID. Okay, wow, that jumped in there. And then you must remember that about August of 2020, Johns Hopkins came out and said they looked at a survey of the 8 leading causes of death in American hospitals, and they said the number 3 cause of death in American hospitals was medical errors. The number 3 cause of death in American hospitals is medical errors. Then yesterday, I also got some more information. Several states are spiking big time: Florida, New Jersey, Michigan, New York, and Hawaii. And vitamin D3, new research shows that it helps reduce the severity of the COVID. Well, I've been saying that for a year and a half. I've been talking about bone health and bone marrow health. Your immune system requires vitamin D3. And I think they did the research to try and jump on me. And then when they did the research, they said, oh, my God, Wallach was right again. Okay. And then, let's see here. I think that gets all those little newsy bits, okay? And so I need to remind you that if you do everything correctly, get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, rye, no sugar, and take the 90 essential nutrients, you'll get rid of all of your pre-existing conditions. We're talking about arthritis, high blood pressure, diabetes, lupus, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, in addition to the healthy bone and joint pack, you also need to throw in the minocycline. It's an antibiotic which kills the bug, which overlays nutritional deficiency arthritis to cause rheumatoid arthritis. None of them are autoimmune. None of them are genetic. And everything the doctors give you as a treatment will relieve symptoms. I have people say, I'm going to leave everything in my will to my doctor. I mean, I was in pain for so many years, and, you know, he gave me this medicine, and boy, in 3 days my pain went away after 30 years of suffering. Well, didn't do anything for the disease. It just relieved the pain, which is not a bad thing, but you can get rid of the disease. Now, I want you to get a hold of the CD, the red warning lights. Pharmacist Keith and I put that together. And basically, we looked at the 8 to 10 most common pre-existing conditions that set you up for a bad time if you get the coronavirus, okay? Number 1, of course, is obesity. People say, why would that cause you to be more susceptible to a more severe case of the coronavirus? Well, obesity is due to a nutritional deficiency. There's very specific nutrients missing, cause you to have a behavior called pica, where you just want to eat everything. We just had a 5,000-calorie breakfast, Roy. What are you still eating for? I don't know. I can put 100 pounds of food in my mouth and I'm still hungry. Well, that's because the pica causes you to eat like that. It's caused by nutritional deficiency, and so you gain weight and you become obese, but you're still nutritionally deficient. You're not calorie deficient, but you're nutritionally deficient, okay? And so it's imperative that people understand you got to get rid of this stuff. Then you also in addition to the red warning light, you want to get a hold of the Manchurian prescription. Oh, my gosh. Get rid of, again, it tells you how to get rid of these 8 to 10 pre-existing conditions. And then you want to get a hold of the book in the CD, Hell's Kitchen. Goes into the story of how all this pandemic stuff started in 1882 when Thomas Edison and Jonathan Lieb started the electric thing. And within 10 years, everybody had genetic diseases. Well, they weren't really genetic diseases. They were just simple nutritional deficiency diseases, which doctors had never seen before. So they blamed them on genetics because that was the darling at the time. And they treat the symptoms, but they never get down to the basic root cause, which is a nutritional deficiency, because people weren't eating wood ashes anymore when they went to electricity. Duh. And then I want you to get the book Black Gene Lies and the CD Black Gene Lies. I want you to get a hold of the book and the CD Immortality. It tells you what these long-lived people do. You know, the super centenarians in these countries that have very high longevity records, okay, like Hunza between Pakistan and China. They have the highest longevity records. It's kind of interesting that Dan Buettner, who came up with the 5 blue zones, which have the highest rates of 100-year-olds for population, didn't throw in Hunza because he couldn't believe. He said that can't be right, so he just left it out. Okay, but when you look at these long-lived cultures, they all have many things in common. They're all, either Polynesian islands or peninsulas surrounded by oceans, so that they're getting seaweed in their food. A lot of trace minerals there, good for the bone marrow, which is your immune system. Or they live on volcanic islands, and they're getting the volcanic ash. Okay, again, the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica. Oh, there's a good one. And then it all comes down to diet. When you look at these people who are living a long time and not getting the corona, and they're already 110 and all this kind of stuff, they get, for instance, Sister Andre, she just turned 117, a nun from France, and she had the coronavirus, and she's living and dancing and running around praying. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you ever had trouble getting into the show, today is your day, as I do have an open line. Call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today.
with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I've got to compare India because they're going through, they got 4 of these new variants for the coronavirus. They're kind of going crazy. They're beginning to spike again. They had the worst record in 1918 in the Spanish flu. They had 20 million people die, in 6 months. They had 110 million infections in 6 months, and so now they may be going that direction again. Now, India has 1.4 billion people. They're second in population only to China, Now, remember, we Americans make up 25% of the world's cases of coronavirus, 31,175,882. We have 565,331 dead, India has 12,229,600 infections and 163,000 dead, Now, the world is just about 130 million, infections and 3 million dead, And so we're about 25% of that. India is about half of our numbers when it comes to infections, and about a third when it comes to deaths. So what's going on here? Well, 2/3 of their population lives on rice and sweet potatoes in the southern 20 states and 7 territories. The northern 9 states has 95% of the deaths and 85% of the infections, where the southern 2/3, we're talking about 20 states and 7 territories versus 9 states in the north, only have 5% of the deaths and 15% of the infections because they eat differently. The ones in the north live on wheat, barley, and oats. The ones in the south live on rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. So we have a problem here. India is starting to, again, they got these 4 variants, and they're starting to spike. And so who knows what's going to happen here. But if everybody, again, were to get rid of all the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, barley, and oats, and sugar, you'll save a lot of money. You'll save yourself an enormous amount of unnecessary misery, and you'll add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Then you throw in the 90 essential nutrients. If finances are a problem, just go with the Healthy Start Pack. That gives you the 90, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. If finances are not an issue, go with the Big Hammer, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and then we have all these secret sauces for different health issues. If you have diabetes, throw in the Sweeties. If you have high blood pressure, throw in the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. And if you have rheumatoid arthritis, get the minocycline antibiotic to treat the bug that's on top of the nutritional deficiency arthritis. None of these things are autoimmune, none of them are genetic, and that's why I'm considered, along with Bruce Lipton, one of the 2 fathers of the science of epigenetics, which has replaced genetics. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story here, headline, Taking Glucosamine Supplements Can Help with Osteoarthritis. Who would have thought? They say,
well, why did it take them so long?
Yeah, I know. Glucosamine is a compound naturally produced in the body, found in the cartilage, and it can be taken in a supplement form and used particularly by osteoarthritis sufferers to relieve pain caused by their condition. Glucosamine in supplements is derived from shells of shellfish. Osteoarthritis is the most common form of arthritis and is characterized by pain, stiffness, swelling in affected areas, a degenerative joint disease that is caused by the breakdown of cartilage usually in the hands, hips, and knees. The condition leads to bone deformities, worsens over time. More than 32 million adults in the U.S. suffer from this debilitating disease. According to studies, glucosamine supplements are beneficial for people with osteoarthritis. Together with chondroitin, another vital part of cartilage, glucosamine was found to protect cells in the cartilage that help maintain its structure. Glucosamine and chondroitin supplements are believed to slow cartilage degeneration in the joints. So there you go.
Well, yeah, we've been saying this for 50 years, okay? Everybody laughs. Well, my doctor says it's because I'm 75 years old and I got to expect it. No, I mean, kids who are 10 years old get arthritis. They get sciatica. They get all these sort of trigger finger and all that kind of stuff, hammer toes. Those are all caused by deficiencies of these kinds of nutrients, okay? We have the glucosamine peptides, which are glucosamines from fish, poultry, sheep, and beef. And we have the healthy start a Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, which has our original glucogel in it, which is collagen from beef. Take them all and add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Thank you, Doug. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Ever had trouble getting in? We do have an open line today. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552, or on the priority line, 831-685-1080. Lines open.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local Longevity associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, Uniting Flag Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I want to compare two communities that have similar population. Okinawa, which is one of the members of the 5 blue zones from Dan Buettner. They have a high rate of 100-year-olds. And they both have about 1.5 million people population, Idaho and Okinawa. Okinawa has 8,000 infections from the coronavirus. Idaho has 180,536. Okinawa has 120 dead, and Idaho has 1,962 dead, almost 2,000 dead. So it's the difference between Idaho and Okinawa. Well, Okinawa is a classic Asian nation, or not nation state. I guess it's a prefecture in Japan, and they live on rice and seaweed and maize and beans and squash and sweet potatoes, whereas in Idaho they live on wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Oatmeal and pancakes and waffles and flour tortillas and all that kind of stuff. And so, even though they're both U.S. states, I take that back. I was thinking of Hawaii as a U.S. state, and we have very similar numbers to Okinawa, but not quite as good. And so Idaho and Okinawa is a good comparison because it's totally diet. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with that sort of thing, but it has everything to do with diet. If you eat like the people in Okinawa and live on maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed, and stay away from all the bad foods, fried foods, processed meats, oils, gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oats, you will add 25 to 50 healthier years to your life, and this pandemic won't have any impact on you. Now, Charmaine?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. I'm here.
Okay, very good. Welcome. Okay, now, again, you and I have been around for maybe going on 31 years now. So it's one of those things where I guess we've seen a lot of things happen. We've seen SARS and MERS, and we've seen H1N1, and we've seen polio. We've seen all those things. But they didn't quite hit the level that this COVID-19 has, okay? So why do you think our immune system is so down in America?
Well, because the ground has got no nutrition in it, so the food, we call it cardboard food, and you can't stay healthy unless you supplement and stay off gluten. It's the bottom line. People got to get it through their heads. Also, if you saw the internet, it's all over the internet. One guy got the flu shot, and he turned his completely like blood red skin, and it's all fallen off.
Wonderful.
It's all over the internet. Scary.
I'll have to look at that. Okay.
Very scary.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. This is one of those things where this was totally preventable. If we had dealt with this 100 years ago, instead of just treating symptoms, and think, doctors put so much emphasis on distancing and washing your hands and wearing a mask, and they say, oh, you got to get the vaccination. Well, you heard me say this over a year ago, Char. This coronavirus, people's response to the vaccinations will be highly variable depending on their diet and if they supplement or not. And this is exactly what's happening. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, I do have some open lines today. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. On the priority line, 831-685-1080. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
If you're a radio listener, one thing I'm certain of is that you're not tuning in to listen to me. So I'm sorry about the next 45 seconds. But we have specifically chose this station because we think we're similar, and we love for you to see why our mortgage team might be a good fit for you or someone you care about. 1, we've got a direct lender advantage. Our mortgage team is an arm of a bigger company who is a direct lender. There's no middleman, which means our company gets to use its own money and make its own decisions within its own walls, an advantage that often allows us to get you a better rate, saving you monthly and lifelong money. 2, our faith is a big deal to us, and we're open about that. If we seem like a fit for you, we'd love to talk. We are United Faith Mortgage.
UnitedFaithMortgage.com. Nice.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Ryan Vreck, NMLS number 65233. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, when you compare what's going on here with what's going on in the world with equal populations, let's look at New Zealand versus Louisiana. And Louisiana... let's see here, against New Zealand. And they both have about the same population, just about 5 million people. And Louisiana has 449,933 infections and 10,141 dead. New Zealand, with the same population, has 2,444 infections and 26 dead. Not 2,600, not 26,000, just 26 versus 10,000 in Louisiana. Okay, now New Zealand has 41% indigenous peoples, the Maoris and that sort of stuff. But the Maoris, they live on maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. Whereas the indigenous peoples in Louisiana, and also even the white people, the Cajuns in Louisiana, live like the French. Okay? So when you look at what's going on in France, they're like the UK. They have 67 million people. And the French have 93,000 dead, almost 100,000 dead, 4.5, almost 4.6 million infections. Why is that? Well, that's because everything they eat is wheat, barley, rye, and oats. The only thing they don't drink that's not wheat, the only thing they drink that's not wheat, barley, rye, and oats is wine. Everything else they drink, like the beer and scotch and bourbon and rye whiskey and everything, is made from wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And so during the war up in Canada between the French and the English prevailed, and all the French fled south, and they landed in Louisiana. And they set up, the Cajun life down there, and they had a pretty good life financially because that was during the slave days, and everybody's bringing the slaves from Africa to the harbors in Louisiana. And so that's where the Cajun thing sort of came about. But again, same population as New Zealand, and New Zealand has 41% indigenous people. Louisiana has about the same when it comes to a mix of the Latinos, the blacks, okay? But they're all eating like the French. And again, this is why in Louisiana they have such a high rate of infections and deaths versus the New Zealanders. It's just diet. Okay, now, Charmaine, I want to ask you one more question, then we got to take a caller here. You've been to Canada many times. We have a huge business in Canada. You and I It's been many years going up there, and we're going to start going up there again in the fall when they open things up. And Canada has only 2% Latinos, and California has 39% Latinos. And Canada has 22,000 dead, and California has 58,000 dead. Canada has 976,000 infections, and California has 3.7 million infections. So what's the difference?
It's the people's diet. It goes right back to the diet again.
You get an A-plus here, exactly right, because the Latinos eat nothing but wheat, brown, and oats. And in Canada, okay, they're doing a much better job of eating a wider variety of things and not just focusing on wheat, brown, and oats. Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Columbus, Ohio. And Karen, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello,
hi,
Karen,
Dr.
you're on the
Wallach.
air.
Yes, hi.
Hi, how can we help you?
I'm calling about my husband, Madison. He's called before. He's been on longevity products for about 7 months now
Okay.
For kidney failure. I had to take him to the emergency room this morning because about 3 weeks ago he started kind of filling up with water. This morning they diagnosed him with pulmonary.
Okay, stop. We've got to run to a break here, but hang on. We'll come back with you, Karen, and then you can tell the story, what's going on here. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552.
Hi, registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs here. I've been studying healthy bodies for 35 years, and what I've got to tell you may shock and surprise you, but if you listen up, it may change your life. Drug companies are always looking for new ways to push their products. In the case of statins, the anti-cholesterol cardiovascular medications so beloved by drug companies and doctors who liberally dispense them to the tune of $30 billion annually, the search has been on to take advantage of their toxic effects as a novel way to kill cancer cells. So it came as no surprise when researchers at the University of Pittsburgh concluded that cholesterol-lowering statin drugs may be able to mitigate the metastases or spreading of various cancerous tumors. The discovery is being explored as a way of creating new cancer treatments based on the mechanism of action of the statins, namely their ability to stop cells from making cholesterol. What these researchers are saying is that statin drugs not only poison cholesterol-making processes taking place inside of cells, they ultimately poison the cells themselves. In this case, their ability to get around. In other words, the scientists are basically concluding that statin drugs are cytotoxic or toxic to cells. True, the studied effects were chemotherapy. They were demonstrated on cells that were cancerous, but because all cells need cholesterol, it's somewhat obvious that the same kind of toxicity will occur in healthy ones too. So if you're concerned about cancer and metastases, one day you may have to take a statin drug. But if you're not sick and want to stay that way, and if you value the health of your cells, you might want to think twice about whether you really want to take that cytotoxic statin. Your cells will be grateful. Pharmacist Ben here, urging you to go to kscohealth.com to order Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, and other nutritional supplements that I personally use and recommend. You can purchase these premium quality products at wholesale prices online at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com. I'm the pharmacist that believes that staying healthy and strong is not only about medicine, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its work. Go to kscohealth.com. Make sure you check out the cool videos, too, at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, Doug, let's go right back to Ohio. And Karen, how old is your husband, Karen?
48.
Okay, how much does he weigh and how tall is he?
6 foot, about 317.
Okay, so he's about 117 pounds overweight. Okay, now, why did he go to the hospital?
He's been taking longevity products. I got to get that out for about 7 months now. He went to the hospital because he was feeling full of fluid. About 3 weeks ago, they gave him an antibiotic and prednisone, and we've noticed that since then he's kind of been filling with fluid, and so he was having a hard time breathing.
Okay, stop. Why did they give him antibiotics?
He had an infection.
Okay, was it COVID?
No, the test was negative for COVID.
Okay, good. All right. Does he have any other issues? Diabetes, high blood pressure?
High blood pressure.
Okay. Is he taking medication for it?
He stopped when he started taking longevity products.
Okay, that's incorrect. You should not cold turkey off your medication. You should slowly reduce it over time as things improve. You can't just cold turkey off of it, okay? Secondly, I want to make sure, did your husband really get off of gluten? Did he stay away from wheat, butter, rye, and oats? I mean, 100%.
Yes.
Okay, did you?
Yes. I know there can't be any gluten in the house. So.
Okay, good. All right. So was he on dialysis for kidney issues?
No. But when we went to the emergency room this morning, they said that dialysis is the only way they're going to get the fluid off. And so they're trying to pressure him to start dialysis.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Charmaine, what would you do for this guy? He's 117 pounds overweight, weighs 317. He has high blood pressure. He's got kidney issues. And so what would you do for him?
Well, he needs 3 packs because of his weight, 3 healthy brain and heart packs, but he also needs the Ultimate Daily Classic. And
Stop there. I want him to have 3 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic so he can take 3 with each meal. And that's going to support healthy blood pressure and support healthy blood flow into the kidneys and all the brain and the heart and everywhere else. Okay, go ahead.
And vitamin D3 for absorption. And I would give him some MSM too, but he's got to adhere to the diet very strictly, and no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, and no oils of any kind, and no fried foods, and no burnt animal fat. Very important.
Yeah, you get an A+. I would just say he needs 2 bottles a month of the MSM so he can take 3 with each meal to help rebuild connective tissue and so forth. The Ultimate Daily Classic tablets are essential for kidney function and health. And what would you do to help him lose weight? Just have him change one meal if he could.
Yeah, keto diet and or the keto bars. And I can't even eat one whole bar, so it's very filling.
Yeah, okay, so 1 keto meal. Start out with 1 keto meal here on your hubby, Karen. He could have the shake or the bar. It doesn't have to be the same meal every day. But the other 2 meals should be like an Asian. Rice, sweet potatoes, maize, salads, of course. He can have meats, but he cannot have wheat, butter, rye, or oats. He can have pizza, but it's got to be a gluten-free pizza where the crust is made from cauliflower. Okay, and this is something he's got to do, and he'll begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And after a month, and if he feels real comfortable with it, he could go to 2 meals a day of the keto diet. Once he understands how it works with 1 meal a day, he can expand it to 2 meals a day. But he still needs, on the single meal that he's going to be eating, he has to eat like an Asian. Okay, and he'll lose 2 pounds a day. And so it's going to take about anywhere from 3 to 4 months, and he'll be able to get down to 200 pounds where he needs to be. And let us know what goes on here, because the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets are going to help him with his kidney issues. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Brooklyn, New York, and Al, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Al, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yes, Dr. Wallach. 3-4 months ago, I started with episodes of bleeding, bruising on my wrist. I'm 73 years old. I'm in relatively good health. And
I missed that. Wait a minute. You said I am, and then it went blank there for a minute. I didn't hear what you said.
Sorry, I'm just trying to give you an idea of my back. I'm 73, but I'm in relatively good health. Okay? And my first in 2021 exam with my primary care doctor, I asked him about this, and he said it looked like senile purpura. And I asked him what it was. He said he didn't know. And I said,
okay, well, you need to change doctors. You need to change doctors immediately. Okay, you're having wrist bleeding and nose bleeding?
Not nose, no, only in the wrists.
Okay, now, quickly, how much do you weigh? What's your body weight?
It's just under 200 pounds.
Okay, how tall are you?
About 5'10".
Okay. Now, do you have any ringing in your ears, any tinnitus or ringing in your ears?
No.
Okay. Do you have any balance problems?
No. Are you referring to blood pressure?
I didn't ask about that yet. Do you have high blood pressure?
Well, I was taking blood pressure medication, but the FDA said that it was bad. So, and the doctor said I don't need it as long as I relax.
Okay, I got to keep going here. I got a big line of people that need to talk to me. And so, do you have any diabetes?
No diabetes at all. Losartan I was taking, but they said it was no good.
Okay, you've said that 3 times now, Al, please. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for him? He's 200 pounds. He's got high blood pressure, okay? He's got bleeding in his arms and his wrists, and he's 73 years old. Why do you think he's bleeding?
He needs more copper, probably.
Oh, stop it. That's not the answer. Stop it. Okay.
He needs 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and he needs the Ultimate Daily Classic and vitamin D3 for absorption. And
okay, now, why do you think he's bleeding? What stops bleeding? Platelets. Where do platelets come from?
From your bones.
Bone marrow. So,
yeah.
Al, give Al a diet. He's eating all the wrong stuff is why he's bleeding. Al, did your doctor say you had low platelets? Were you anemic?
He tests me every 3 months, and there was no mention of that. No, sir.
Okay. All right, Charmaine, what would you do for him?
Well, I said 2 healthy brain and heart packs, MSM, Ultimate Daily Classic, vitamin D3 for absorption, and
perfect. That's enough.
That should
and
do it. Yeah.
None of the bad foods. No fried foods. No processed meats. No oils. No glutens. Okay. We don't talk about single nutrients. Okay, Doug. Let's go to callers.
Let's head to Wisconsin, and Billy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Okay, Billy, you're on the air.
Yes, I was wondering. I go to the VA hospital and being treated for diabetes, and they're trying to put me on metformin. And everything I read about metformin, it's supposed to be terrible for you, and that's not healthy at all. So,
okay, how much do you weigh and how old are you, Billy? Okay, how much do you weigh and how old are you, Billy?
I am 68 years old. I'm 190 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any other issues? High blood pressure, arthritis, anything like that?
I got high blood pressure, but no arthritis or nothing.
Okay. All right. Hang on. We'll be back with you in a moment after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Longevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Longevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat, used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management for optimal health. With this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Wisconsin and Billy. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for Billy here? VA hospital doctors couldn't figure out what to do for him. He's got, I'm assuming, type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, 190 pounds, 68 years old. What would you do for him quickly, because we got other people?
I get him on 2 healthy blood sugar packs and Ultimate Daily Classic and vitamin D3 for absorption, and basically that should take care of it.
Okay, yeah. Well, for his issues, you got 100%. Very good. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Texas, and Thomas, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Thomas, you're on the air,
Hi.
and we got to be quick. We only have a moment.
Okay, I'm calling on behalf of my mother-in-law. A few months ago, she only had diabetes, osteoporosis, and neuropathy. But then she went to the hospital for septic shock, and now they gave her a tracheostomy, and they're starting her on dialysis.
Okay, so she got kidney dialysis. She has osteoarthritis. She got diabetes, correct? How much does she weigh?
Last I heard, I think she's about 130.
Okay. So does she have high blood pressure, do you know?
Well, she usually has slightly high blood pressure, but since she's been in the hospital, she's actually had low blood pressure. They had to give her pressors and stuff to keep pressure up.
Yeah. Okay, but she's under medication. Okay. All right. Okay, so Charmaine, what would you do for this lady? She's 130 pounds. I'm assuming she's in her 70s or older. She's got type 2 diabetes. She's got high blood pressure and osteoarthritis and diabetes.
Okay, well, I would diabetes. I'd get her on a healthy blood sugar pack, and then I would add to that MSM, glucogel, vitamin D3 for absorption, and I would also add the Ultimate Daily Classic. Very important. And she needs to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind.
Yes, and this is very important. Get rid of the bad stuff so she can absorb. None of these things are genetic. They're all just simple nutritional deficiency diseases. When you're on dialysis, that Ultimate Daily Classic tablet, she should take 2 bottles a month of that, so she can take 3 twice a day. And they'll support healthy blood pressure, but they also will support healthy blood flow into the blood vessels in the kidney, which will make the kidneys happy. The kidneys release a hormone called renin, which makes the blood pressure go up. Okay. Let's see. Do we have time to do another one here, Doug?
That's it.
Okay, that's it.
We've got
today.
about 2 minutes here.
Okay, so I got 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And so basically, you have to appreciate that this is a lifetime deal. Okay? If you want to have some fun, go to Siri and ask Siri to see a list of all the super centenarians, people over the age of 110 in the United States. It'll blow your mind how many people live past 110. Okay? But they didn't do it, just by going out and eating everything bad and not supplementing. These are people who are proactive with their health and avoided the bad stuff and supplemented. And so what you want to make sure of is that you get involved here. You can go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, all lowercase, and get a hold of the books and the CDs and DVDs and learn how to make all this work. I actually had people ask me, what makes your stuff different? Well, that's because our stuff, we put the 90 essential nutrients in it, and then we give extra of the secret sauce, we call it, the nutrients that are necessary to deal with each different disease. The doctors will call genetic, like diabetes and high blood pressure and that sort of stuff. And also, we put higher doses of those secret sauces that will reverse things like autoimmune diseases, which really aren't autoimmune diseases, but doctors didn't know what to do with them, so they just called them autoimmune diseases. And that's why we're successful, because we know what causes these diseases. I mean, I've done 32,000 autopsies, 20,000 of my autopsies. 20,000 of my autopsies is in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure. If you want to have some fun to see how valuable that information is, ask Siri, okay, and Amazon. If any of Dr. Wallach's book, Diseases of Exotic, EXOTIC, Exotic Animals, Diseases of Exotic Animals are available for sale. And there's their hardcover on top of my edited thesis. It was 5,000 pages. I edited it down to 1,200 pages. And see how much they sell for. This is important stuff. Well, thank you, Charmaine. You did a super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Super job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.